TemplateMonster presents.
Hi there. People often ask me how to create an online store quickly. First thing I should note about this is that most of the online store engines or the software that you will use for installing the online store already have the logic and architecture predefined. This means that you do not have to be the software engineer yourself to be able to launch the store. Why am I saying this is because installing the store and launching it will not take too much time, at least not that much as you might think it would. If we compare the process with the regular store launch, I mean the brick and mortar store, in the beginning you find the place where your business will operate, you rent it, you paint the walls, you install the display units and the racks or whatever it is that your product will be located on. You arrange your products, and that's actually when you start selling stuff. In online segment, things are pretty much similar. We may map each of the stages to make things more, make them easier to understand. At first, you pick the engine that your online store will run with. Engine is pretty much the skeleton of your store, and there are engine options. There's a lot of them. The most popular ones are OpenCart, PrestaShop, Virtuemart, probably WooCommerce, Magento, and stuff. There's a lot of them actually. You just pick the one that you want according to your needs, to the scale of your store and stuff. Then the next stage would be choosing and buying the theme and the hosting that your store will be located on. You have to make sure that you pick the right template, the right design template for your store, because in most cases when providers put these templates up for sale, they make sure that the designs are pre-optimized for a certain industry. So you have to take this into account before actually paying for the theme. As for the hosting, you just make sure that the hosting is right for the scale of your online store. Because if you have a small store with little products, you probably may use the regular shared hosting, the cheapest option. And if you have a bigger store with a lot of products, you may need a more expensive hosting option. Plus, if you plan to process the payments yourself, you're going to have to need the so-called SSL certificate. This is the feature that adds HTTPS in the start of the web address and makes things a lot more secure for the visitor. The next stage would be installing the engine and the theme on the hosting. This pretty much means bringing up together all of the components that you have acquired before. You may install the whole thing yourself. You may pay the theme provider to do it for you, because most of the theme providers provide this service as a special offer or something. Or you may hire a freelancer to do it for you. The second and third option, they will cost you probably around $50. And if you do it yourself, you won't have to pay anyone for that, but of course your time also has its value, so that's the price you pay. The final stage would be importing the store products. You can do it manually if you have a small store, and by the small store I mean the store with around 150 or 200 items. And if you have a bigger database of products, you're gonna have to need a special software. It's called Store Manager. It allows you to perform bulk operations with your store and import large databases of products. In general, I would say that installing the small store would take you around 3 to 5 hours, or at least under one working day. And installing the bigger store and importing the products, making sure everything works correctly and testing the whole thing would take you 1 to 3 business days. I hope this answers your question. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Do you want to get an answer to any question regarding webmastering and getting your business online? Visit TemplateMonster.com/startup-hub to learn how you can bring your ideas to life.